There we go. Alright, so part two. Um, like I was saying, I don't know if I mentioned this in my other videos, but I'm just gonna recap it. Um, which is kind of like, because I don't look into Vedic astrology or I don't look into Western astrology anymore. I don't bother with any books or anything like that. There are a few concepts that I do still keep in mind from Vedic astrology, like Mahadashas and nakshatras, but more so Mahadashas, not too much nakshatras because um, they're they're not as like impacting as the concept of Mahadashas, which are time periods in your life, and it says so much. But anyways, I just been kind of just studying what's in the sky, not trying to look at things in any specific instance, or any rules to play by in a way. Um, I just kind of look in the sky, see where planets are. I do check charts because otherwise I'm not going to know exactly where all the planets are and stuff like that. So I use the charts that display the sky as it is, and some people call it sidereal. Um, some may call it Vedic. Um, but whatever the case may be, I'm just looking at what's up there and how I experience it for the most part. Um, and So far, what I found with the planets is it's pretty straightforward. Like Venus has like a reputation for what associates with Taurus and Libra, and those are of kind of like quality materialistic things, sensual things, and relationships. And basically, the easiest way that I put Venus is that it's about things that you get involved with, things that capture your interest, things that you associate yourself with, things that you get involved with. That's the easiest way that I could put it. Jupiter is kind of like your age, the change that you go through in life. Um, Saturn is your experiences that you have in life. Um, you could say obstacles, you can say people that come into your life, anything that is going to be down your path, basically. Um, it's kind of like, it's the atmosphere, you could say, in which you're doing everything in. Um, Sun is kind of like the background of your whole life. It's not something that you try to do, or it's not like, yeah, I guess that's the easiest way I could say. It's not something that you try to do. It's something that you just do. It's your nature. Um, that everything else functions in for the most part. Um, it's kind of like the planet, and Saturn is the atmosphere. um, and then Saturn is like the trees and the grass, and the sun is like the planet, and the planet has its kind of quality to it. Um, and then moon is moon is the way that you perceive things. So it's like the metaphorically the way that I put it is moon is your point of view. It's where you stand and look at the big picture. It's the angle of life that you see from. Um, and that's pretty much what I feel that moon is. It's what the the context and fashion in which we perceive and receive everything out there. And then Mercury, I feel, has to do with decisions and basically what it takes to make one. Whether it being calculating, research, just things of that nature in a way. And Mars, I haven't really figured that one out too much yet. Um, and then Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, or any kind of comets. I haven't really figured anything about those. And that's pretty much it for now. I'm still kind of learning signs a little bit. Signs are a little bit, I wouldn't say tougher, it's just not, it hasn't been the focus yet. But aside from that, aside from astrology, numerology, philosophy's been pretty good. My practices of the way that I see things are coming together pretty good. Pretty smooth. I haven't been straying away or going back to my other ways of seeing things. I'm just kind of like building up on what I've already made up. And if you're interested, just let me know, ask, or you can look back into my other videos and find it there. There's bits and pieces of every video. I kind of mix whatever's going on in my life in my videos. It's not just one specific, this is Sun and Taurus, this is sevens, this is that. Even though I did make a 7 video at one point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Aside that, still making patches, embroideries kicking ass. I'm making some pants here. Holy shit, I'm dark. Wonder if I can flip this around. I'm gonna try that. Oi. Don't bite me if there's anything in here. Let me see. Bring you up and bingo. Okay, yeah, that's better. So yeah, like I said, I'm still making patches, still digitizing stuff. I made a Hey Arnold one today. Well, I digitized the Hey Arnold one today, and I was watching Hey Arnold just this morning. And it was the episode of when Mr. Simmons comes in as the teacher, and the kids kind of make him leave because they acted like a bunch of crazy people. And he was, gosh, like, I seen myself so much in that character. I was like, I have to make a patch of him now. And he just kept on saying, because that's who I am. And it's like, I know everybody in this class is an individual, and we all have our own ways of expressing ourselves or doing things. And I was like, this is freaking amazing. Like, I feel like I'm this guy. He was like a philosophical teacher. It's so fucking cool. So you'll see that in time. I'm not gonna do it yet because I had to get another hoop for my embroidery machine, because the one that I have is too big. So when it makes patches, the patch isn't really all that big, and I end up wasting a shit ton of fucking material, and I'm getting tired of that. So I have to get a smaller hoop, so I use less material, and the patches are still the same size. That'll save me a lot of stuff. But aside from that, let me see if I can show ya. May come out backwards, but I've been doing my pants here, and let me see. You can't really see that one too well, but it says metal, and it's in the same text as the game Metal Slug, and above it says Fistful. So a Fistful of Metal has an Anthrax album. Let me see, this way. Yeah, there we go. And then it's on a camo background, and then under it is this Mortal Kombat one, and it says gosh, this is gonna be hard to get the lighting. Anyways, this is Oakland Fatalities, like my other patch, and then it says Mortal Genesis, and it has my birthday on the sides of the Mortal Kombat emblem. So it says like 19/06/26/91. And then under it, these are some other band patches that I already had. And then on this side, you can't see it for shit. Let's see. Kinda, yeah, you kinda see it. It's that red one. It's a strip, and it says Stockton 209. On this side, I have one that says Los Angeles 323310. That's Hollywood and like Santa Monica, Venice. And then over here, I have my Tales from the Crypt patch. And then I got under it is People Under the Stairs. And then this one on the side is, you can't really see it, but it says San Antonio 2010. Not 2010, but 2210. And then over here is Oakland 35th Ave, which is pretty much the street that I was I lived like 10 years of my life on since I was born. um, Pretty much what all those places represent are places that I've lived at one point um, for a while, or I visit there often because I have family or connections in a way. My mom, she's in LA. My dad, he's in Stockton. This is where I've been living for about another 10 years of my life, 24 now. San Antonio, Texas, I was there for a little over a year. Oakland is where I was born. Um, so I just have those kind of places, kind of represent my life in a way. And it's a great movie. I heard that Wes Craven died, so that inspired me to make that patch. And then Tales from the Crypt, I absolutely love it. Been watching it since I was a kid. The intro, because it always spooked me. And I like the character. Like when when the crypt keeper pops out the coffin, and he does that laugh, it always made me jump when I was a kid. And I would always watch the intro just because of that. It spooked me, and I liked it at the same time. It was cool. Um, and then, yeah, Mortal Genesis. I thought that was kind of cool. Mortal Kombat, Sega Genesis. Um, and then the other one, yeah, Fistful of Metal. It's an Anthrax album crossed over with Metal Slug. And then I have my Hey Arnold patch. That's on the menu right now. So that's pretty much it for now. So I guess till later. Peace.